Hi everyone, this is Prashad Parthiban. Today I'm going to take a training on two main coverages in commercial property insurance. The first coverage is direct damage coverage and second coverage is time element coverage. First let's take a look at direct damage coverage. By definition, say if my company building or business personal property is damaged due to covered cause of loss, then we use direct damage coverage. Let's take an example. Say I am having a company and I have my own buildings and business personal property that I use to run my business. And if there is a fire, as a result my entire buildings are damaged, then I call it as direct damage loss. In those scenarios I use this coverage, direct damage coverage. Now let's see what do you mean by time element coverage. If a company suffers loss of income or extra expense due to the direct damage. Similar example, right? I have my company, my building and my business personal property were damaged due to say fire. Now I cannot run my business say for next 3 months or 4 months. As a result, I am losing my income. At the same time, I am kind of having some extra expense. What do you mean by extra expense? Say I am a building, I cannot run my business for next 3 months. To keep my customers happy, I have to find a new location for a temporary period of time to run that business. And then once my kind of buildings or personal properties are recovered, I can come back to my old location, right? So that is what we call it as extra expense. Loss of income, sometimes there are scenarios where for the next 3 months until my building is recovered, I cannot even run my business. In that case, we use loss of income. So the reason why we give time element is, as the time progresses, my losses gets increased, right? Say if my building is collapsed and my insurance company is taking me 3 months, then I may have a loss of $8,000 or $10,000. The insurance company says I may need to take another 3 months more, then my loss gets increased. That's what we call it as time element. As the time goes on, my business income and extra expense increases. Now, in commercial property, we have two broad policy forms. One is building and personal property coverage form. So we use this form to cover direct damage coverage. And we have another form called business income and extra expense coverage form. We use this form to cover this coverage, time element coverage. So just to quickly recap, we have two broad coverages, direct damage as well as time element coverage. Direct damage is for direct damage to my building and my business personal property due to covered cause of loss, whereas time element is an indirect cause. And I say indirect cause, due to my direct damage, I have extra expenses like loss of income or extra expenses where I have to run my business in a temporary location or something else. So we use that time element coverage. And for each of these two broad coverages, we have two different policy forms. The first form, building and personal property coverage form, is used for direct damage coverage. And the second form, business income and extra expense coverage, is used for time element coverage. I hope you like my training videos. If you like my training videos, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.